Okay, guys, so this is your project description video for your first project, Artist Journals. And typically I would be in class, like describing all of this, but since I'm not there, I'm doing a video instead. And it's just, you should be starting this the first day, or at least watch this video. Like, I don't know how far you guys are going to get, but I would assume you're going to watch the video, get your journal prompt done, and like those who work very efficiently should be able to start the Zentangle cover. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So anyway, project description. You guys can click on this permission to do it for you. Um, you're creating an artist journal that you're going to use all semester, and you're going to be putting like brainstorming ideas in there, your journal prompts in there. Um, you will put actual prints in there. Like whenever you do a printing project, I have you do anywhere from 3 to 5 prints. And sometimes I like snag one for the display case, or sometimes you want to keep one, but the rest of those you can glue into your artist journal. And any supplementary stuff we do, like put in this artist journal, because this is part of your final. This journal is your final. So it needs to be amped up. It needs to look really nice. The covers need to look nice. So like put the work in now so it looks really nice later on. But anyway, there's a front cover and a back cover. And so this is your front cover. I think I'm going to explain this on the other module because there's another picture. Or the other page, sorry. So now I'm on the sketch. I'm clicking on the sketchbook design how to. So there's a front cover and a back cover. Your front cover, or it doesn't matter which one's on front, but one of them is going to be an identity collage. So you guys are going to be doing a collage out of magazine clippings, cutting them out very nice and intricately. You guys are in high school. You're not in second grade, so they need to be cut out nicely. This needs to look neat. And it's going to be about your identity. Now, this one I was just trying to pick all yellow colors because I did the back purple. So it was like yellow and gold, or purple and gold. But, so it's not a very good example of my identity, birds and insects. But you guys should pick images that represent you, because your journal prompt next week, or discussion post next week, is about what images you chose and how they represent your identity. So be sure to stay true to what you like and that type of thing. But some of my tips for the collage, when you get to that part, is choosing like background images first and then layering the smaller things on top. Also, ripping pages can be a really neat texture. Like you could do this multiple times and kind of layer them, which would be cool. Finding text is nice. And then I also like to steal graphic design elements from pages, like this yellow strip there. And then your cover, which you might be able to start today, is going to have your name on it somewhere, so we know whose book is whose. This needs to be a font, not just like a junky written name. I want you to actually look up a font on the internet that you like or try to imitate, or like if you already do nice calligraphy, go ahead with that, or like bubble letters or black letters. I don't want it to just be your name written, because that's not going to look very good. And then Zentangle everywhere else. So there's multiple ways to do this, and like how to lay it out. I have more examples on the black bookshelf in front of my desk. There's a stack of all the ones I've made there. But I'll try to get Dildine or Ziegler to set them out so you guys can see them. But yeah, so you can arrange this anyway. But your Zentangle needs to be actual detailed, like Zentangle patterns. I have so many people just do like, what's that called? A checkerboard. And they do like the diagonal lines and the vertical lines, and then they color in every other thing. And actually looks like a checkerboard. Do not do that. That is the quickest, simplest, not good thing you could do. So don't even put a checkerboard in there, please. It drives me crazy. There's a million patterns online. Just look them up. This one is Zentangle heavy. Like I did a ton of Zentangle on this one, so it might seem intimidating, but the other examples I have in the classroom aren't quite as much. Okay, so that's that. And then you guys will be adding all of your pages, which is like white computer paper, colored computer paper, and then notebook paper. We will be hole punching them with this machine. It's not like 3 hole punches, it's like a bunch of tiny little slits. And we have machines to do that. And then you guys will twist in these coils and then clamp off the ends, and you have a book. Um, Oh, but before you do that, sorry, before we do that part, we have to laminate the beautiful work that you guys did. Um, if I'm not there, I will be having you guys, and this is what last semester students did, I will be having you guys use tape to laminate, and there's a video on that next week. But if I'm there, I'm probably just going to laminate them for you. And then if you guys finish early, again, like if I'm not there, to tell you this, but if you do finish early, I want you to fill the inside page. So this is like the outside cover, but if you flip this open to the other side, what's underneath, like I want you to decorate that. And you could see that in some of my examples too. So I'm going to have you watch this super fast. I hope it's not super blurry. It is. Time lapse of my collage and for one that I did. So you can see that I lay everything out before I decide to glue it down and kind of like move things around and arrange them how I like them. And I'm using Mod Podge here because I was at home, but you guys can just use glue and then I can laminate it for you if I'm there, hopefully. So here's a good, like you guys could do a big name so it fills up most of the page and then Zentangle inside of that. So that's like opposite of what that other one I showed you is. But if you do this, like your name needs to be huge because the majority of the paper needs to be the Zentangle. Also notice my line weight. I do some thicker and some thinner lines. Just gives a little dimension. A border is always nice. And that's it. Resin tutorial. Okay, so back to modules, and I think that is it for this. Oh, wait, your journal prompt. And this should be done before you do anything else for this project. This is like numero uno. It's going to help you get ideas. So you guys are going to be creating 5 thumbnail drawings, which are basically an inch by inch square. So not like a giant square. They're very small. Of a Zentangle design. So 5 Zentangle designs. Look up Zentangle designs online on Google. Find some. Things to know for this project are to think about positive and negative space, and then that line weight and pattern is that Zentangle pattern I was talking about. But positive and negative space, so like this black area is the positive space and the white area is the negative space, like it's not there. The black creates the image, so it's positive. This could all be like a pattern, very closely drawn, and that would seem like positive space because it's so tight together. So basically where you're drawing your Zentangle is going to be your positive space, and then where there's nothing is negative. So you want more positive space than negative space here. And then line weight, like I was talking about, the thicker lines are going to be bolder and pop more. The thinner ones are going to be kind of go to the back a little bit, but anyway, so your journal prompt are these Zentangle thumbnail drawings, and that is it for the week. I don't know if I'll be there with you guys Thursday and Friday, but for sure won't be there Tuesday and Wednesday. But if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to email me here on Canvas. Like I'll have my computer open throughout the day. And then also you can always ask Ms. Z or Mr. Dildine if you have a question. So I look forward to seeing you guys hopefully soon.